Hello viewers, my name is John Mwangi. I'm the Director of IT in Open Institute. We are currently in Kilifi County in Kenya. The Kilifi County Government were looking to digitize the process of collecting data. This data is to confirm and do an M&E on the projects that they have done as a county. We have a digital data collection mobile application that we offered to them for them to use. This was to solve the issue of doing the project within paper-based and also allowing the research assistants to collect data from the ground using the one tool that everyone has, the mobile phones. The advantage to the research assistants is they are able to fill in on site. Thus, it will be able to pick the GPS. They'll be able to take a photo of the project, thus confirming whether the project does exist or doesn't exist, if it's incomplete or complete. They're able to interview the citizens about the project, for example, if the women are involved. They'll be able to fill in all that information on the site and send it back to the headquarters where the supervisors of the county are monitoring. One of the main advantages of this is that the research assistants will be able to save that data on their mobile. And when they go to a location where there's no network, they'll be able to fill in the form, be able to save it, take photos, and when they go back to areas where there is a network, they'll be able to upload. This is also a big advantage to the supervisors of the county, wherein they can monitor the data that comes in real time. If there's an issue the research assistant has sent, they'll be able to relay that message immediately and they'll be able to change it. Our system also has a notification system where the supervisors will be able even to send to the research assistants on the ground for them to collect more information, read what they have filled out. If the information is too shallow, they'll be able to check that out immediately and send. We are on the ground on Kilifi. We went to the remote location with research assistants. As Open Institute, we're learning a lot the issues that they are facing, so that next time we perfect the system, we are able to solve solutions, to solve problems on the go. For example, if the images are not being uploaded because of poor network, we figure out how we can optimize the system for the images to be processed so that it can be lighter, smaller. When we went to the ground, one of the key issues to solve was the web application has to be extremely light and very easy to use. Currently, the web app is very simple to use. Anyone can be able to pick it up and be able to use it, whether they have experience with mobile devices or not. When we went to on the ground at the sites, we realized we even need to make it even lighter, like way lighter than what it already was. We were able to implement technologies such as the S3 bucket for our server not to take up the full load of images. We have redundancy on our systems where data is constantly being backed up, being reviewed, a version control of it. So far, so good. It's been a learning process for both ends, our Open Institute and the sub-county. We are hoping, and I'm sure we will continue working in partnership with the county. So the application currently is the research assistant or supervisor logs in, just has a login. Once they log in, they get the full list of the projects that they need to fill. The research assistant and the supervisor can easily filter the projects according to the sub-county, to the ward, those which are pending, the statuses, and the project code. So our research assistant just needs to either filter according to the sub-county and the ward, or be able to search the project code. Once they find it, they'll be able to fill it out. They go into the application, fill out, for example, these questions for the women, fill out all the details, and then the GPS is automatic to pick up the GPS of their current location automatically. And then they're able to attach images, up to 5 images on the project, and then upload it. On the administration side or the supervisor side, they are able to see the projects that are filled, the ones that are pending, that haven't been filled, and then they'll be able to they have the same features of filtering, of the searching. They can even see which form has been filled or not. Once they enter the project, they can be able to review what has been written, and then they're able to write comments on a project. For example, if it's approved, you'll write if it's good. it's approved, and then the project is closed completely. That way to avoid the data being changed later on. If the project has not been approved, the supervisor will notify through the system, will put a status of declined and give the reason, type out the reason of why it was declined. And then immediately the RA will get a notification on his hand and be able to see what is wrong and be able to fill it out. This way even cuts the costs of communication between the supervisors and the RAs. They can be able to have the full end-to-end communication, end-to-end filling the data from the system itself. Do follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn for more updates of this project. It has been a very exciting project, especially for our department in IT. We have learned a lot. We'll issue out blogs on the issues that we faced in details, how we resolved it, even other issues that are yet to be resolved. If you have any comments, any additions to it, any thoughts, ideas, please share. We are more than willing to accept. We are very agile. Our website is www.openinstitute.africa, and our LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, even Flutter, we are under the username Open Institute.